Kristin Zhivago here. I want to just quickly introduce the whole concept of revenue transformation. What it really means is that you are changing the way you do business. You're changing something or some things about your company and the way you manage it and what you produce and how you produce it so that you get more revenue. Now, I'm a marketing and sales consultant, but I focus on revenue. I don't care how we get the revenue. I just know we want it to grow. And we want to keep doing things in a way that will make that happen, or change what we're doing in a way that will make it happen better. There's always room for improvement. All of us who run companies know that. So this is about transforming your business so you make more revenue. It's just that simple. It's not just about marketing and selling. When I started my career, one of the first things I did as a agency owner for high-tech companies in Silicon Valley way back when is I was always interviewing my clients' customers, because I got a story of one side of a story, the selling side, from the companies. And one of the questions I asked was, what's important to your customers? Why did they buy from you? Why did they pick you? And what do they care about? And then I would interview some of their customers. Didn't have to be very many. I did open-ended question interviews back then on the phone. Now I do them with Zoom audio. And I asked them questions about their buying process, about their challenges, about trends they see in the market. And one of the questions I ask is, if you were the CEO of this company tomorrow, what's the first thing you would focus on or fix? We get some very interesting answers to those questions. People who've already bought from you know a lot about your company, more than you think. And they'll give you insights that help you then turn around with that information. Basically, you're reverse engineering a successful sale and creating sales in quantity. You're also keeping promises. Branding, and I've said this for a long time now, branding is the promise that you make. Your brand is the promise that you keep. And you have 5 tools to keep those promises or break them. And those tools are your products and services, your people, your processes, your policies, and your passion. In my work as a revenue coach for decades to companies of all sizes, is that usually their products are competitive enough to make sales. There are always areas that could use improvement, of course, and if you're blindsided by a big tech tsunami like AI or something, you really have to react to it. But basically, people have fairly marketable products or services. Their people are usually pretty smart and well-meaning. Their processes are a weak area. For just about every company I've ever worked with, hundreds of companies, processes are a weakness. It's very rare to have a company whose processes are just totally awesome. It's just very rare. That's why Jeff Bezos is so rich, because that's how he started. He didn't start with a product, he started with an infrastructure. Then if your policies are good, it's usually because you're not a jerk. We don't work with jerks. And then there's your passion. If you still have the passion you had when you started the company, if you're not bored, if you're not burned out, you're going to be okay. In this short little series here on this page. We're going to talk about these 5 P's and things that you can do better, whether you hire us or not, or you hire me as a revenue coach, or you hire our agency to help you implement some of the revenue coach things that we talk about. But I'll do what I can here in this short series to give you some new ways of looking, some new perspective on these 5 areas that you can use to bring more revenue in, because you're keeping the promise that your customers want you to make and keep. So here we go.